Ding, ding, ding. Bonus land.
Ding.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Good episode.
Solid episode. I feel like we're covering a lot of topics,
Yep.
and we sometimes have to rush.
We go a little fast.
Well, you know, which is a good thing, right? We're hitting a ton of angles and a lot of problems and things that people see every day, and
Yeah.
you want to be able to talk about them with some like-minded people who aren't in taking crazy pills. You know?
Exactly. And sorry we missed bonus land last week. Rapway and I had to work on something right after the show was filmed. We just couldn't do it. It was like the first one we missed in a long time, though. So I don't feel that bad about it.
Yeah.
I hate letting everyone down.
Yeah. Did you get any sort of comments like, "Oh man"?
Yeah, I'm sure people were not happy.
Well, that's good.
And also, we can kind of like give you guys the inside scoop. The Fleccas Talks, the podcast crew, myself, Rapboy, and Nick, the editor, we're working on a deal right now. Well, we're about to sign a 3-year deal with somebody. Not people you probably expect. It's an up-and-coming new group, which we like very much. A lot of people tell me, like, "Oh, Fleccas, like you should contact the Blaze. You should do a show with them. Like they would like you." The Blaze has offered me a deal every year for the last like 4 years, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
We just say no every time because it's not what we want. It's not the right amount of money. It's also not what we want to do. With the Blaze, we love the Blaze. I love the executives over there. I know everyone personally. They're great guys. But what they want me to do is go live like 3 days a week and then like ramp it up to 4 days. They just want you live, doing ad reads live 4 days a week.
Do you want a zombied out Fleccas, or do you want a fully recharged, refreshed?
And it's like I like doing the show where I can like be deliberate with what I'm saying. We can put all the clips in order. Obviously, the script. It's like, you know, we have a lot of stuff. Every single thing, every single clip is accounted for. It's all strategically placed and put into an order. And I put a lot of effort into these scripts to give you guys a nice show. If I was going live every day, it would just be like, yeah, Tucker left Fox today. Oh, man, Trump or DeSantis. It would just be like these really...
You cover shit you don't care about.
It would be. It would be just newsy. And we'd just be spreading ourselves thin. The takes wouldn't be that great. The bits wouldn't be that funny. I like a once-a-week show where we can make a lot of effort, put a lot of time into our bits, find our angles, find the best clips. And then we can expand. I think we're going to expand soon to 2 episodes a week. And then with that, we'll have our 2 episodes a week plus a bonus land, which is basically 3 shows a week, which I think is a good sweet spot for us running on all cylinders. So we're about to sign a deal with a nice group of people, a new type of network that's going to be popping up soon. And with that, we're going to be able to expand our bonus land stuff too. So it's like instead of just a bonus land, maybe you get 2 bonus lands a week. Maybe you get a live stream for a debate or whatever's going on, especially coming into the election. So we're documentaries, stuff like that. So we're going to sign a deal in the next week or so. You guys heard it here first. It's going to be nice. It's going to be big. It's going to help the whole team. And it's going to expand our content and level us up. Yep. Especially with Crowder lately. Crowder's been getting heat, and he's also been kind of being weird. He's divorced.
Who did he sign a deal with? Rumble? He ended up signing with
a
Rumble
deal, yeah. So he's getting divorced. He's got a lot of people that he used to work for who are coming out and saying he wasn't great to work for him. He had predatory contracts. He was not good to Dave Lindau, people like that. So we're not going to fall into that same trap. That vacancy that Crowder is leaving, I hope we fill in the next few years. We level up, multiple shows a week, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you guys heard it here first.
And you know what? It's funny. We have such a unique show where we're both here doing a podcast, doing bits, but looking at a camera and presenting you like the news and the events of the week. It's like nobody else does that. You know what I mean? Like I don't think people were giving out deals for this type of show.
Yeah.
We made it to prove it.
A lot of the things with the Blaze too, when they would try to convince me to do a deal, it's like, oh, we'll get you a studio, we'll get you fully set up, we'll get
put a cool pinball machine in the back.
A pinball machine in the back, make it like 80s, and it's like, dude, we don't need all that. We don't need this huge production budget. It's me and Ratboy in front of a green screen in, 1 camera. It's not even 2 cameras. This is a very rare setup. Tim Dillon does this setup. Yeah. But there's not many people that can pull off the 1 camera, no cuts, no edits, just doing a show. And it's kind of like the way the news is, where you have like a talking head and then you have like the talking head in a third and then the clip playing here, kind of like Tucker or anyone on the news. So like our show is a mix of like podcast plus news format. Yeah. The 1 camera news format. So it's a unique show that we just created, and we've been very deliberate with. We've been very cautious. We don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose the authenticity, because authenticity is the currency these days, especially in this environment. So yeah,
Absolutely.
That's why we make fun of ourselves. We call ourselves fat. We do jokes. We keep it 100. We didn't want to become corporate. We found a deal with a group of people who we really like and trust, who are very like-minded, equally based. There's no like, oh, we like DeSantis, or like, oh, the election wasn't stolen. None of that with the people we're signing a deal with. So we're excited to tell you guys about that as the details develop. We basically have our contracts. We're just doing our last round of edits now, and then we're about to sign a 3-year deal.
Yep.
Which is a big deal. 3 years is a lot, especially if we go twice a week. We're talking like, we've done 79 episodes of the show. We're talking like another 200 basically.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. So get used to it. The show will change a little bit. We'll have guests on. We'll do fun stuff. But the Fleccas RRB combo is here to stay. Good stuff. All right, let's get into some of the good action. Snarf O'Banion. Obviously, that's like the thing of the week.
It's the new passion project.
We found a guy. He messaged me, and he was like, dude, I want to be Snarf. I know all about the bits and the tickles and the Miami, Rob Smith, ceviche. Like, he knows all the lore, all the inside jokes, and he's a rapper, and he knows how to make songs. So we're making a song with him right now. We basically sent him like chunks of lyrics, funny random lyrics, and then like the story line, like the background of like who Snarf is, what he's up to. He used to hook up with Miley Cyrus before he went to jail, stuff like that. So now our boy, who is now Snarf, is putting a song together. So we're going to make that happen. We are going to make Snarf a real guy. And we're going to get put on No Jumper, I hope. So
Delusionally hope.
And our Snarf is, I think he's like Hispanic.
Yeah, we wanted a black guy, but you take the Snarf you're dealt, not the Snarf you want. So we wanted a black guy, but I don't know.
And it's like a lot of the lyrics have the N-word in it.
that we're writing. And white guys writing the N-word lyrics for a Hispanic guy.
So it's like, it's art. You should be allowed to say it. I think you are allowed to say it if it's art.
Yep.
In college, I took a script writing class, and every week I would write jokes or updates to my script, and then the class would read it, and then my scripts would have like the N-word and like random bad stuff. And the teacher told me, he was like, "You're the first student I've had in like 30 years of teaching where I almost didn't let the class read your script because it's too offensive. But every time we do read it, your script's the one that makes everyone laugh the most." So he was like an old guy, like, I don't understand.
Sounds like a made-up story.
No.
Sounds totally made up and fake.
There's people that can vouch for it, people in the class I know, but it's like he would read the script and go, oh, no, like the N-word, called someone a faggot, like, oh, no, like you can't say that, like this isn't going to be good. And then the class would read it, and everyone would have their parts, and everyone would laugh, and it was great. So we have some writing skills that we're going to be putting to work with the Snarf stuff.
Snarf. OB.
That's girl.
Me. OG.
No me. Nah. You see, ain't nobody better than me.
Snarf. O'Banion. Shot out of a cannon.
Stuff like that.
Who knows?
It's going to be all over the place.
Should we start with the battle rapper then?
The N-word battle rap, yeah.
This was supposed to be an uplifting gold.
I ain't like these other battle rappers. They talk too much, saying I can't use the N-word in this battle. My nigga, I just call it.
That's pretty good.
So you know why it should have been an uplifting gold?
Because all the black guys defended him?
Look at how many black people defended this white guy saying soft A N-word.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
And it's like if you're doing a battle rap, it's art because it's rap, and it's like one side of a battle rap shouldn't be allowed to have more words they're allowed to use than the other.
So true.
If you have that's like you're at a what's it called? You're handicapped if you can't say certain words and one side can.
Exactly.
Especially if it's rap.
Especially.
You know how many times you want to say it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Speaking of which, you see like TikTokers or people like that, like they'll do a dance to a song that has the N-word in it, and they'll go like, "Coming for you," and they do. Like they don't say it when they're lip syncing. It's really bad.
We won't be doing that with Snarf.
So they humiliated a whole new generation of white people. They have to go.
Yeah, and with Snarf, it's tough because we need to get into a beef with another rapper who won't kill us.
We need to get into a beef with a rapper who doesn't have a history of gun charges and who doesn't, we need the kind of like a soft rapper.
Like we wanted to fight. We wanted to fight with like the FGB Ducks guys, but
that guy died.
One of them died, and the other guy's like going to jail, and
so people are willing to kill in that FBG squad.
So we don't want to get involved in that too much. But we do want to get into a beef with some rappers. And basically we have like an idea. It's like one of the lines
Jerry
was, "Hey, Jerry,
get out of here.
You got to go, buddy.
Go.
You got to go."
There's Jerry.
Hey, big man. Can't go to the dog park today. It's raining.
Hear those slaps?
Jerry had an eye infection yesterday. Hey, jump up. Jump up. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, don't jump up.
Don't jump up. All right, go.
Go. Get out.
Go and watch. Go and watch. Go. Where's Grantley?
Go.
Go. Go find him. Where is he?
Good boy.
Good boy.
All right.
Yeah, so we're looking, one of our lines is like, you got with that girl you thought was hot. That was a transgender. I got the screenshots. So like the Snarf theme is going to be like he knows everything about everything. So whenever there's like a no jumper post, it's like Snarf was there. He recorded it. Oh, that's Snarf's boy. He's the one who brought peace to the block. Snarf's going to be doing everything. And it's early, I know, but you guys will see. It's all going to work out. Snarf's going to be a real thing.
Do you want to go to what Snarf O'Banion did to his baby?
Yeah.
Might as well while we're on the Snarf train. Here's Snarf. He put all the hundreds on his little baby, his newborn.
Yeah. And you might be thinking, oh, that's dirty. That's really bad. But he sanitized it with the UV light. For that. He sanitized it with the UV, disinfected with the UV light.
You made that up, right? Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Introducing all the germs on money to your newborn infant.
That's actually probably smart.
Chef's kiss. You know what? Actually, I've been seeing something about like just treating your babies. You know how like society as a whole, it was like you can't eat tuna. You're pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. You can't eat tuna. You can't eat this. No sushi. No caffeine. Don't even drink alcohol. Don't even risk it. And now it seems like they're getting all lax about it. Like, oh, I have a glass of wine. I do this. And then I saw some fighter pilot. A woman was like the first pregnant fighter pilot. And it's like, why? You're pulling G's with a baby inside of you? The totally unproven thing. So I don't know. If this new trend, if any of you ladies are pregnant out there, I don't think you can trust like that.
Yeah.
Just eat it for the 9 months. It sucks, but your healthy baby will be happy.
There's someone I'm related to. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to out anybody, but there's someone I'm related to who had their second child, right? And the first child, no one was allowed to touch. Oh, it's only a few months, no holding it. You have to get your flu shot. No touching the baby. Everyone's disinfecting their hands. Just disinfectant.
Yeah.
Wash your hands. Blah, blah, blah. And then all that kid's like 5, and the kid's getting sick all the time.
Really?
Like colds and coughs and like runny nose. Kid's getting sick too much. And I was saying to whoever this person in my family is, hey, you got to let the baby, touch germs and eat some dirt. Exactly. And it was, well, when you have a kid, you can do what you think is best. Okay. The kid's missing a lot of school. All right, let's move on. The guy who identifies as a baby. This was supposed to be in cringe, but we didn't get to it.
Yeah, I don't know why this is that important. I mean, we're just highlighting fetish shit, but the part that stands out to me. So here we'll show some background pics. This fucking idiot wants to live his dream as identifying as a 6-year-old girl. We have various pictures up here, but the main piece for me is father of 7 leaves his family to go be an infant.
It's a midlife crisis. I want to start fresh.
Yeah. My 7 children? Nah, I'm the kid.
Isn't that weird?
So it's just another skirting responsibilities. It's a Chris from Mr. Beast thing.
Everyone wants a clean start in their life, I bet. But that's what you go with? And then also this person, it's like this fetish shit is obviously like part of like the leftist progressive religion.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
the plus. It's the plus.
It's the
right?
plus.
You can't. The plus is undefined, so he jumped in.
And it's like that's the religious part of it. So it's like if you're Catholic, You get baptized, then you get confirmed. You pick a confirmation name.
Yeah.
Same with Orthodox. You kind of like have a new name going forward once you're admitted into the church and you're like saying you want to do it.
Yeah.
That's the same for this fetish shit, where it's like, oh yeah, me, Jimmy, this 65-year-old man with 7 kids, that person is dead. I am now Debbie. I'm a 6-year-old girl.
I'm reborn.
It's a reborn, it's a born again religious type experience for these freaks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. There's nothing much. Oh, and then should we show the other 42-year-old schoolgirl?
Yeah.
So this is one that went semi-viral, I guess. But it was a 42-year-old transgender dressed as a schoolgirl arrested after taking photos of girls in a school restroom. And this was in Peru. This little man wore a mask, had pigtails on, and got into the room, walked into the school and started taking videos of girls in the girls' restroom. And so here's this video here we're going to play.
Oh, yeah.
They found this dude's phone, and it had some other videos from like other schools. So he's a serial little, they were thinking he was in some sort of pedophile network because, you know, transgender. Oh, it was pedophile network. I don't know. And so this is the guy getting arrested out of the school, and some of the parents had heard that an incident was going down, so they were waiting for this guy to get pulled out by police. And I love the little third world nature of this. Like, this kind of wouldn't happen in America. Like, the cops wouldn't allow this. But this is the walk of shame for this 42-year-old man. And I'm just going to go to right here where they're trying to get him in the car. And the family is pulling hair. Families are just punching, swinging. The police are kind of trying. But it's just
real third world shit.
But it's total chaos. But that's good third world shit.
Yeah.
That's like the third world shit where it's like, I wish we didn't lose that. I'd love to take a swing at this 42-year-old and not face any consequences. So, good shit. Good to see Peru is still standing up for itself against this gender shit.
Isn't that crazy that Peru stands up for itself, but then America just like encourages it? And, like the police would defend the trans person in America.
It's a due process. Due process.
They're allowed in the bathroom.
For the pedophile in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
isn't that backwards?
it's a little backwards, but
Let's go to the woman whose daughter wants to be an OnlyFans. This was
oh yeah. This is some English woman. Katie Price's daughter, Bunny, 8, wants to do OnlyFans when she's older. The youngster has already been on TikTok and has a YouTube account. And
Isn't that sad?
it's pathetic.
It's like being a prostitute is like the oldest job ever, but it's also like the most desperate job ever.
Yeah,
Right?
of
It's like what
course.
a woman does who's like completely out of options and even then like makes a hard, horrible decision to be a prostitute.
Yeah.
And it's like now that's mainstream front and center, and then the kid wants to do it. The
Yeah.
kid already knows and wants to do it.
In an Instagram Q&A, Katie asked Bunny, "Are you famous, Bunny?" To which she replied, "Yeah." Katie asked, "What are you famous for?" And she said, "You." Like the mom gave the daughter fame. Katie added, "What do you want to do when you're older?" Bunny said, "I want to be like you and do an OnlyFans, a photo shoot." So it's just like this kid is parroting like what's around it. An 8-year-old kid too. 8.
Yeah.
And this kid had been on TikTok and got banned because they're breaking the age limit.
Yeah, that's good.
So pretty pathetic shit. That mom should be publicly shamed, humiliated. Instead, she's getting money from simps and likely pedophiles who want to see the daughter, right? Like, isn't
That's
that
how it works.
And it's like people used to have this sort of like keep my kid out of social media, keep my kid out of pictures. If I have like a famous life, you ever see celebrities who post a family picture and it's the smiley face over the kids? It's like just leave my kids out of it. And then you have the opposite, this attention-seeking digital prostitute who is corrupting the mind of her kid. And OnlyFans, dude, you see so many posts about like a kid getting bullied in school because his 21-year-old sister has an OnlyFans, and everyone shows him, like they airdrop him a tit picture of his sister. And, you know,
It makes the kid want to kill himself.
makes the kid want to kill himself. And so, I mean, what happened to shame? And that's the thing. That's the sad part is the kid still has shame. The little brother, he's got shame. Oh, and he feels it. It fucked up his high school. It fucked up his whole education. But the daughter doesn't have shame because she's empowered. And who's she empowered by? Other women saying, yeah, get that bread. It's always the women. I saw Candace's Gina Bontempo.
Yeah, of course.
She tweeted something like, it's always women saying, oh, fat is beautiful. Yeah, girl, do the OnlyFans. It's always women encouraging women. It's never like the men being like, unless they're a gay guy.
Yeah.
being like, yeah, go do it. You should be a whore on the internet. You know,
Instead, the guys were like, all right, which whores on the internet we got?
yeah, I need to jerk off. I'm a porn guy.
Yeah.
And so like,
That's a good point.
It's all, I thought that was a great point from Gina. It's always women encouraging you down this slippery, dark path that people write memoirs about their darkest moments, you know?
And if you look at a bigger picture, it's like in the Bible, it says like God leads man leads women, and then women lead children. Like women are really good at leading children. The idea of women leading men, not the best. But when you live in a society like now, when the men are still children,
Yeah.
it's arrested development, it's no one's growing up. Like that's almost like the society they created where you can get away with women leadership because the men are oftentimes, or the populace oftentimes is so immature that like it actually works. And that's where we're at now. And it's like, that's the kind of leadership idea you get from these ladies. Oh, go do OnlyFans. Oh, that's empowering. Oh, that's good. We saw in the podcast too, the Whatever podcast where you had Gorlock the Destroyer.
Yeah.
It's like the girls. Oh, I'm a 10. You're a 10. Gorlock the Destroyer is a 10. You're a 10. Oh, you're a guy who's 5'8". You're a 6. Oh, you're a guy who's like chiseled and hot. You're a 5.
You're an 8. Yeah, maybe.
And so it's like this. The women are actually the ones messing things up a lot, and then the men who don't correct them, and the weak men who like watch too much porn and can't stand up for themselves, they're allowing it, and then allowing it is just letting society keep creeping towards a very bad place.
Yeah, and it's like controlled delusions, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like controlled self-interested delusions. Like, I'm a 10. I deserve a... We were watching this clip of Pearl, who is doing the dating show advice kind of thing for modern people, and this ugly black girl was saying how she needs a 10-carat certain cut ring that's $200,000, a $200,000 wedding.
And the girl was like a 5.
The girl was like less than a 5.
And probably 30-something years old.
And yeah, and like disgusting. And then it's like delusional. And then those delusions hurt you because you're waiting for like some reality that you saw on The Bachelor or something. Mm-hmm. And you wait for this reality that never comes. And there's like a mechanic who's like moderately handsome who would be willing to be your husband. And like you can have kids and you can have a life and you can build something together.
But that's not enough.
But that's not enough. You have this delusion that you're the best and you're a 10 and you're everything. And it's like, well, what sort of, people think I'm a 10 because self-confidence and beauty is so, self-confidence. That's your personality brings you up to a 10. It's like, well, let's be realistic here. Mm-hmm. What from the outside world has showed you you're a 10? Do you get modeling contracts? Mm-hmm. Did somebody offer to fly you to Dubai? Did the Vegas comp you an entire bottle service thing with all your girls who are also 10s? Like there's a lack of that external input that tells you exactly what you are, and it's just like be realistic,
And then that inability to be realistic.
Not a 10.
I'm not a 10.
I'm a far fucking from it, boys.
I'm like a 5 point something.
I'm like
a high 5.
I'd say 6.5 for me, maybe 7 because I'm tall. That's it.
Yeah.
Still have hair.
Yeah.
Great hair.
Exactly. And that unrealistic.
Not even close to a 10.
So that these girls, so basically like feminism, the first wave, not waves of feminism, but like the first push of feminism, it's like, oh, be like a man, go out and go have sex and do what a man does. So it's like during that, it messed up the scale. Because imagine like a 1 through 10 scale, right? And like anyone under a 5, they match with other people under a 5. And then anyone 5 through 8.5, they all match together. And then anyone 8.5 to 10, they match together. But now we're in a society where like promiscuity is encouraged. So now it's like you have anyone who's a guy, 8.5 and above, he'll bang anyone over a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
So now you have all these people who are like 4 through 8 who should have matched with a nice 4 through 8 normal person. They're all getting banged by the 8.5 to 10s. And then they're getting older and then they're going, oh, actually, I want to have a family. But like that 4 through 8 guy who would have matched with you 50 years ago, no problem, is like, I don't want to marry some girl who just been getting banged by whoever.
By Chad Michaels.
So it's like it actually ruins it for everybody. Because back in the day, it would have been like, oh, I'm an 8.5. Oh, I'm an 8.7. We should get together. Okay, cool. But now, because of the casual sex that's been encouraged, it's like what could have been a nice relationship, a 7 and a 6 getting together. It's like now that 7's like, I actually deserve better because this 6 got banged 10 times by 10 10s.
100%.
So it's like, what am I going to go marry that person? So like that person's disenfranchised, like the guy's disenfranchised, and he's got no matches or very few matches. And if everyone just had a little more shame and a little more
honor,
honor and pride, and not get slept around so easily, everyone could be matching up and having nice families. So that's why you have like a lot of disenfranchised guys, and that leads them to
delusional
porn
women
and video games and not going out. And it's all because the 8.5 to 10 guys are having sex with like anyone who's bangable.
And you've seen some of the data on like dating apps, right? Like the bell curve of what men find attractive. And it's like, yeah, they rate it really honestly, and it like actually has a normal distribution compared to the population. And then girls, like only 1% of men are 10s. And then like it falls off a cliff. And then like 70% of men are totally desirable. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, be humble, marry someone like your dad, be humble, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a tough time for nice guys.
make it work. Tough time for nice guys, tough time for delusional girls, tough time for, making babies.
And it's a tough time for nice girls too, because if you're a nice girl, all the guys you're dealing with are used to dealing with these trash girls. So they might not even treat you correctly because they just assume like, oh, you're another girl who got banged in the club or whatever. So it actually ruins it for everybody.
Yep.
Let's play the clip of the attempted assassination. How about that? The gun jams.
Quick little handgun jam pointed directly at her face. Secret Service, you fucked up.
And it's like, if you're protected by God, that's how I think an assassination attempt can always go down. If God wants you to live,
The gun jams.
click. That's what would happen to me, I hope.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's do Sam Smith meets drag syndrome.
All right, this is Sam Smith meeting his average supporter.
Yeah, people who...
What I call it.
I'm good. How are you? Oh, it's lovely to meet you. I'm the biggest fan.
Yeah, this is crazy. These people, a lot of touching.
Oh, it's lovely to see you.
This is sick. This is the future they want.
This is honestly sick. He's meeting all the retarded people who got forcibly dressed in drag by their handlers.
Yeah.
I'm so. You guys are gorgeous.
That's pure exploitation. That's good. That's the future that they want. Elijah, slightly offensive. I remember years ago, like in 2018, when we were hanging out in LA, he used to do this bit, the future is disabled, meaning like the future is messed up, but also the future is disabled, like meaning they're going to lead with disabled people. And I used to always be like, oh, that's a funny bit, or like, oh, I get what you're saying.
Good shtick.
Yeah. He was absolutely right.
It's like with time,
He
let it
was
season.
absolutely right about that one. Let's do the one that lady doesn't want to write mom on the paperwork. This was a good one.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
I just took my kids to the dentist and I'm sitting there filling out all the paperwork, which for all my kids, it's a lot. And on the relationship to patient, I'm putting parent for each and every one. And after I'm done, I give a huge stack like this thick, I'm not even kidding because I have a lot of kids, papers to the assistant. And they're looking through it and they say, well, can you just write mom on this line? And I say, oh, I'm non-binary. They look at me like... and then say, well, can you just write mom on the paper? And I said, I'm non-binary. I don't use mom. I'm a parent. That's what I call myself. She literally rolled her eyes at me and looked the other way and just walked off. What is this world that we live in? Why is this so complicated?
What is this world we live in? Why can't everyone figure out this new thing that started like 4 years ago?
That we completely made up, that doesn't make any sense and has no consistency.
Yeah, that goes against like thousands of years of just natural being. What world are we living in?
Why is that so hard to get?
It's like you're the one who made it up. You made it up a few years ago. And why isn't everyone falling in line?
Yeah, the secretary, the 50-year-old secretary at the dentist office isn't really thrilled to play your game.
He was just like, can you just write mom? What are we doing here?
She's going to go write mom on it in the back.
Yeah.
And who
I'm
cares?
non-binary.
Yeah.
What?
You have 7 kids. You're non-binary?
You're not the mom.
Yeah.
All right, let's end bonus land this week with the cayenne pepper thing. This is good knowledge, guys. This is just good info.
Will heal a stomach ulcer. Cayenne pepper moves blood. Cayenne pepper is a wonderful healer, and you can put cayenne pepper with any other herb and it'll intensify its action. Internally, it'll heal a stomach ulcer. If you have a cut, you pour cayenne pepper into it and it'll stop the bleeding. Doctor that says it's impossible to cause a lesion with cayenne pepper. Another doctor said you cannot abuse cayenne pepper. It's impossible to abuse it. It's actually a very safe herb. It will never harm. You can also use it internally if someone has a heart attack. This is the best blood thinner. No need to warfarin. For warfarin, I mean rat poison. No need for aspirin. And by the way, it has been shown today that aspirin causes brain bleeds. This is very, very safe with no side effects. See, there's no side effect with this. You could take a bucket of that a day and you would still not bleed to death. Isn't that amazing? If you've got a stomach ulcer, it'll constrict the bleeding vessels. If you need to open the arteries, it'll just open that. That's how the herbs work with the body. You can also use cayenne pepper to wake up areas of the body that may be sleeping. And it can bring feeling into feet that nothing else will do.
That's good. I just wanted to show everyone cayenne pepper.
Miracle drug?
There's a lot of stuff like that. And like all these drugs they make and the chemicals and the big pharma, they all just try to like basically replicate what exists
Something
in
that
nature.
occurs. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like there's a reason it was made in nature and it's really good for you. There's no need to go take these pills that fuck you up. Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper.
That's from that movie Burnt, right?
That's for Paris. Yeah, it's the black guy who does it to Bradley Cooper, ruins his Michelin star rating. Cayenne pepper.
But yeah, I just want everyone to know that. Cayenne pepper. If you're having a heart attack, eat some cayenne pepper. You'll be all good. All right, cool. That's the end of Bonus Land. Another Bonus Land in the books. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You already are. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining Bonus Land. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep us updated on any snarf, O'Banian stuff you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, any ideas?
Also, if you guys see posts on No Jumper and World Star and Baller Alert, feel free to get in there. You guys are the Snarf O'Banian army.
Super fans.
So it's like if you guys are shouting out Snarf in public on these posts, it'll go a long way and help us legitimize that character.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next one.